one thing that I've come to realize is that I think I prefer a more, how should I call it, like a non-linear progression when it comes to developing new features. It's like I have this backlog in my head of things that I want to implement, and they're just like sitting there, and I there's just stuff in the way that I have to do first. For example, like this update that I want to put out. I want to make sure that the new game mode is nice and it's polished and everything, and also like shipping the new content for Transcend mode. Like there's like a list of things that will come after that, which I'm more excited about that than getting this out. It's like I'm kind of distracted by all of the stuff that will go into the game later, because I've already worked through this bit. Like I know what this is gonna look like. And these features are they were in the same category before. So it's like to manage this discrepancy, I don't know, I think I have to jump back and forth between working on features that are further out into the time horizon for the project. So I was thinking maybe we could do a little bit of that today. I actually just want to get my get comfortable with the pipeline. Like I don't really want to sit down and start like making new content just immediately. But what I do want to do is set up the pipeline, so that when I do kind of like decide to make new content, all of it is going to be there, ready for me to jump in. So yeah, the new build on Nightly is already writing all of the new content. So this, like you've already noticed probably in this version of the game that I'm playing right now, like these village sections will start showing up, along with other smaller mechanics that I've thrown in there. So yeah, the levels will like there will be a pretty like you'll know you're playing the new version, because the shuffle now includes visibly like different graphics that weren't in the base game. So that's going to be one thing. The other thing, well, in Nightly at least right now, is the accelerate mode. So that's also in. I just looked over the formulas that I'm using to change all of the game speed and the energy gain and drain as a function of the pills and the hearts that you pick up at the end of every round in accelerate mode. They look fun to me. I have played it enough to get a general sense of what it would feel like. But if anyone is in on the Nightly, then would love to get your feedback. That's the whole point of having the Nightly build. I like the gun goes back to golden when the bell rings. It is mecha satisfying. I like it. So the number of levels that I have in accelerate mode right now, okay, they're not there's not that much variety, as much variety that we had in, say, Transcend mode level 4 going into release. So it's I think it's pretty fun for now. Like there's going to be enough different sections to enjoy for at least a while. But I think once this update is out, because this update is going to be pretty big, we're going to make it so that the consoles receive it at the same time, hopefully at the same time. But either way, once that's done, I think I will have some more some patience to sit down and flesh this out even more. Sweet. Oops. Okay, let's, because I think the Steam chat thing is not working. At dev stream, notifications aren't working anymore, but I'm online. Da, 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 da. Share. Stream. Stream health. Stream. Share. Edit. There you go. Share with your followers. I have followers? I thought I had friends. Wow, so confusing. Oh, look at that. Whoa. So yeah, there's no skybox in this game mode. Full pitch black background. It's slightly disorienting, but it also kind of like brings the focus back to the foreground. So there's just no background anymore. Okay, so this is new. The accelerate mode is it has a start date which I've set to the 8th. I think it's still the 8th. So whatever time zone you're in right now, I think you should have access. Like in the calendar, you will see that you can't go back past the starting date. But if you switch to transcend mode, you will see the name of the mode that you're in while you're browsing the calendar. And in the leaderboard, it's the same. So if you go to the leaderboard, you will be in, it'll tell you, are you in transcend leaderboard, or if you are in the accelerate leaderboard. Those, I don't know if they're working right now. I don't think they should be working right now. So the scores just won't go up for the moment. I'll see to this. I would love to test the scores going up. I think it's pretty straightforward. There's really no change in the back end. Even though the score system is completely it's not, it's different in that it's encoded differently. It's not going to be much of an issue. It's still by score, and it's carrying, instead of time, it's carrying the laps, the lap count. So how many laps you were able to make, which is a good to have, especially since you're going a lot faster in that game mode. But with this, once this is out, which should be pretty soon, at least on PC, I will have figured out this game mode kind of, it does the thing where it changes the way you play the game, because like the mechanics in this mode are just that little bit different, because you don't have the knife here at all. So it's just like a just pot shots all the way to the end where you have to parry once. So this one, it goes, if you look at all the the play styles, the possible play styles that we have given the mechanics, this one goes all the way to like, okay, you're forced to play fast speed, no compromise, no slip ups, no getting cornered and then having to go into an animation or whatever. No, it's just like we're going for speed, right? Now, I know I mentioned Transcend 2. I think that would be that would be an interesting way to mix it up going forward. But like what I feel would be more in line with the direction that we're taking with the updates. I think that the next mode should, like, I don't think it should be a mode at all, where it won't be a daily level shuffle thing. You know what I mean? I want to change that. I want to go in a different direction where we will be able to experiment in every direction with different play styles and game modes. Like mechanics, not game modes, mechanics. So um, and inside that system, that framework that I want to set up, I'll be able to do, like, the regular mechanics, like the regular setup, with, like, custom arrangements. So I did mention before that I want to handcraft levels. I haven't done that yet in the development of the game, except in the tutorials. And I need a test bed. I need a chemistry set for myself to just scratch that itch, because I do have that itch. And I think this is just a, a consequence of working on Lovely Planet games for 10 years, where every level was handcrafted. So yeah, I just want to feel that feeling again. And that's something, just like the other game modes, I can just sit and expand on that indefinitely. So if we put new mechanics, say, into transcend mode, the main game mode, I could just sprinkle that in the custom set levels. So yeah, that's the idea. The idea is to kind of branch out, and obviously this is going to be tied into the level select mode as well, where you can, like, we will have pickups that allow you to teleport to these, like, set set segment levels, like hand design levels. Each of them is going to have, like, a unique uh, like address, so you'll be able to kind of, like, teleport to that level and just, like, grind that one level. And I'm assuming that these levels are going to be like a mix of, like, really short, really fast sections, and some more, like, more long drawn out uh, bits where it plays more like a short kind of adventure. And I think that's where I'm also going to branch out and try out all the other the gameplay mechanics, like the dodge roll and everything. I wanna play with that. But that system is going to require some amount of configurability, and I need to add that in the in the level editor. Let me explain. So I already set the system up. We have this thing called motion palette, which is not being used right now because I have deprecated it. Wait, have I? Oh, this is messed up. Oh, we should fix this. Combo time. Wait. Combo time. Yeah, you see now this combo time 1000 combo time. I see. This needs to be fixed right now. I can't leave this for later. So basically, this motion palette is kind of defining all of the places where I am using all of the constants that define constants. Let's take an example here. Control F short halt. For short halt, 41. Yeah, this motion palette thing has gotta go. So I already have so these are basically like two systems working together. We just need to prune this. Shooter fire delay. You see this, I've got this cool new system where I can just pass a function that resolves to the current value. This is required in the behaviors because the behaviors are initialized on, like, in when the game sets up all the pools. all of these variables go in, but like it needs, it needs to compute the current shooter fire delay. So I can't send this constant over there. So just a way to address this value. I got this suggestion from my trusty AI agent, and I was like, you know what, this is a pretty good system. I like it. So we have these motion style parameters here: player speed, current player speed, da da da. This, all of this needs to be wired into the motion palette stuff. So motion palette, is that how you spell palette? Palette. Okay. Okay. Current dot combo time. No. Constants dot combo time. Now this one is being resolved like current combo time, right? And current is being set over here. It's default profile by default. We're gonna wire all of this up later. No problemo. Yeah, this is gonna go. Maybe I can wire that. I have a switch in the command line. Here, set tuning profile. Tuning profile. Are these tuning profiles defined? Default Samurai Ninja. Not bad. Let's change it then. If fields is greater than 1, and short dot try parse fields of 1 out var profile, then instead of motion palette, I can just say switch profile case 0 constants dot set constants dot default profile break. Else case 1, case 2, and over here we'll just add samurai and samurai profile, ninja profile. What is this ninja variable? Okay. Are you being used anywhere? No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Do we need to try parse this? No, we don't. Fields of 1, samurai, ninja. There you go. Problem solved. Samurai, ninja. Switch fields of 1. Okay, onwards. No need for this. Wait. Just to be sure, constants dot set constants dot default profile. Okay. Just being extra sure here. Constants dot combo time. Constants dot parry halt. Constants dot parry halt. Motion palette is gonna go constants. I could do a change all immediately, but I just wanna see where all constants or knife swing allowed. Knife swing allowed. Knife swing allowed. Okay, this is not bad. Not bad at all. Constants, ricochet, halt, quick step, dodge, roll, player speed. Okay. I think we're gonna get rid of this class. Goodbye. Now that we've cleaned it out already, this is constants. Now, here's the thing, right? Like, I'll just set up a new constants profile. right? For whatever like set of mechanics, gameplay styles that I want to go for, and from there, in the level editor, like at the start of the level, we could just have a trigger that sets the constants profile, and maybe that could be like a regular pickup actually, which conveys to the player that, okay, you know what, we're gonna switch up the mechanics a little bit, maybe some like kind of icon or some status icon on the screen. Maybe that would be cool. Maybe only in verbose mode. Like we could use our we could use all the lovely icons that we've discovered in the font and just throw those in. Problem solved. Problem solved. Is my stream working? Is the stream working? I'm assuming it is. Yes, it is. Cool. Clean streak. Astral active. So I'm thinking like, some levels could just randomly change the mechanics, and you're playing like because like we'll have like all the freedom. Like I have all the levels that are in transcend mode. I could, I'm thinking I'll just like string them together and have like multiple different sections. Like you do a regular, opening section where you go on like into some hallways, take out some enemies, maybe one shooter, and then immediately after that you could like be like doing some samurai thing with the shuriken and all of that, and then switch it back, and then do some teleport around a little bit. And obviously I'm not going to only recycle the old levels. I am going to sit down and make some more like handcrafted sections, because like right now most of the game is set up in a way where like all the levels that are designed are like these micro sections that tell their own story, that have their own rhythm, where like you have one enemy, two enemy, three enemy, and then parry. Like that's the basic kind of rhythm that we have set up. But once I have the freedom to make these like set levels, I'd be able to um, I'd be able to make like longer versions of that, like hand designed sections that go on for more than 3 seconds or whatever we have going on for the transcend mode right now. I'm pretty excited to explore that dimension, of the game. Because like right now, even in transcend mode, you'll notice like all the sections, they like you go in, you take out a couple of enemies, you beat the mini boss or whatever, and then there's this like a second and a half of like leaving that section. You know what I'm trying to say? Like that's the interval between the rhythm that you have going on in one segment to the one that comes after, one section, and then the section after. That gap will go away basically, and you'll notice that is like minimized, at least in accelerate mode, the game mode that's live right now on the nightly. That game mode is like, the way I've designed those levels, I've made sure that there is like as little as possible. Like the downtime is like next to zero. So, and that already comes through. Like you can tell when the game does inject an interval. That you can feel it. Like I feel it. I feel like I shoot instinctively. Like, oh, of course there was supposed to be an enemy there. Yeah. So, but that those are few and far between. Hopefully, like let's see. I'm excited to hear the feedback. Okay, so this is the new batch that I've already put in. So 8626. This is in the nightly already. Let's take this level for a spin. So we should also have Shuriken Saturdays going now. Shuriken S8. Nice. All right. What was I doing? All right, reg edit X specials. Now, here's the other thing that's really cool about this new system is that I can take levels out of other pools. So you remember this, okay, you don't remember this because this went into the game like today, and that too in the nightly. So in level 4 of transcend mode, where we have the, where we have the teleporting sections, right after the big rooms in level 3, that that level is structured in a way where you have these long straights, which are mostly like teleportation sections, with these micro, sequence, like there's like small rooms where there's a lot of action. So they're broken apart. Like there's 3 of these, one after the other. I'm sure you've noticed. Now those straights are pretty fun. I put a lot of effort into them, so to make sure that there's like a contrast in the speed between those 2 sections. Now, before, if I wanted to use a section in another part of the game in a different level, then the only way for me to do that would be to assign the same level to both tags, but the weight would be the same. You see, that's a problem. I couldn't change the weight because the weight was tied to the level. Now that is not the case. Now the level does not care about the weight. The pool that it's in decides what weight it's going to have. So over here, this is the X specials that we discussed yesterday, if you remember. Now, that X special stub, if you see the weight on there, it's 1. That means that piece will be selected more often than all of these other ones because they're weighted at 0.1. Now, on some days in the accelerate mode, you are going to see the sections from level 4 in transcend show up briefly in the middle of these levels. So that, yeah, and along with the ones that I'm designing by hand. So for example, this section over here, I have hand designed this. That's gonna take some getting used to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 is enough. I think we're good. 2x flip. Yeah, it's good. Should we end it with a bang? No, it's okay. I think you'll be able to keep your combo. Fine. I'll make it shorter. Easy. So these will kind of like break up the intensity a little bit in accelerate mode. Accelerate. Gotta make a video for it. I was thinking maybe we'll do a my indie game for 10 seconds. My indie game for 10 seconds. You could probably run the whole level in 10 seconds. think I'm gonna get rid of these. Don't need them anymore. Tamashika.com, because this thing is now going to start showing the new mechanics. So these on this calendar, you'll be able to see, like for example, jump pads. Jump pads are going to show up there, I'm pretty sure. Let's triple check that. Flags, timeline flags. There you go, jump pad. Items are being counted, CP1, CP2. That I think I'm going to get rid of that. Don't need those anymore. These are internal, these the game is using, so we don't need to show those. Tank, is tank being set? That's the problem. Tank is not being set. Shuriken is being set. I think I had a feature here that would let me, if spawn dot type is equal to spawn type, need an extension method here. Where are you? Segment types. This is, I think this is being rendered warning generated code. Need that same thing going over here. I need, how much, let's see how much memory I have. Oh, that's close. That's very close. Oh, we'll fix this later. But basically what I can do, actually, you know what? We don't even need to do that. If spawn.ops, I think I have some functionality here to read dsl.run dsl.check opcode. Check opcode. I'm using this somewhere. Yep, there you go. Spawn tiered mini boss jigs. Spawns of one.ops. Spawn.ops here. Spawn.ops. Ops.tank. Flags or is equal to, if opcode is tank is available, flags or is equal to timeline flags dot tank. That was easy. Not bad at all. Cool. I will have to update the front end to accommodate that. We'll get to it ASAP. So what do we have here? Week 6 #2. This is no longer accurate. Because this is now being managed in the pools. You see this, these are the pools, batch 1, batch 2. Technically, this system should inject the hashtags, the hashtag index, but I don't need to do that. anymore. So these, see, the batches here also include levels from previous batches. So in batch 2, for example, this one we updated A1. A1 is actually in launch over here. You see that? So the level is in batch 2, but it's not unique to batch 2. I don't need to bother with this. It's all right. Shiruken S8. Man, landing that Shiruken is so satisfying. Yes, yes. Something going on here. Two. Oops. We don't have any wall lights in accelerate mode. Okay, now is this good? This is good. Cool. I'm loving this kanji so much. Excited for console players to have this. Okay. I think I can mirror this. Hashtag mirror. Apply save x underscore sptp drain. Batch 2 x specials x underscore sptp drain dot m. Add to pool, please. 0.1. Save. This is so convenient, man. This is so convenient. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm thinking more of these like very fast sections as little surprises inside accelerate mode would be cool. I want to see players kind of like do that thing where they really kind of get into the rhythm, the muscle memory, you know. That's when it's fun. Okay. All right. So motion palette should be gone now, right? Motion palette. Yep. So most of the stuff is in constants now. I don't know if I restarted the game, but let's try it anyway. Motion Ninja. Oh, we have a crash. We have a crash. Let's try that again. Oh, I would love to step out in the morning, but man, it's always so hot. Motion Ninja. Like with this motion, like you see how slow the player is. The the way I draw the levels is gonna have to change, so that like every motion is a little bit more deliberate. We could have like tighter sections, of course. Motion Ninja. And also, just like in accelerate mode, but a little bit more, I want to put a little bit more effort into it. Really change the biome properly. So like you're in like a completely different part of the game. I'm thinking of doing more wall shaders. Like these are all pretty pretty open sections. They're pretty big, so it requires the player to be like fast. But with a slower motion, I think tighter levels where you like when you really have to watch where you're stepping. I think that would be that would really make the game feel very different very quickly. And all the tricks that we have for more mobility, they're gonna stand out even more. Like this. Ow. Okay. What else? X specials. We're we're seeing double teleportations here. Spins wide, then apply. This is a little bit disorienting. I think this will have to go here. Why 10? Alt. Does this still work? Nice. Nice. That was a merge, section merge function. I'm glad I still have that. Sometimes I forget all the features and I'm lifting in and out of the level editor because there's so many up here. One. Waypoints are going to be messed up. What just happened? Appear 1, hide. Appear 1, apply, save. What happened? What happened? Oh, 0, 1. This 2, 0, 1. This has to be 1x flip. Apply 0, 1. This has to be 2. Oops. Oops again. 0, 1. X flip. Much better. 1x flip. Okay. Pow, pow. Okay, we need one static. You know, we'll just put a support here. Let's get some candles going here so we can see. Floor candle. Rapid iteration, baby. Let's go. Going straight, enemy on the left, spin. Yeah, this could be more symmetrical. Clear. Thank you. Okay, this needs to be higher up to 4. Waypoints are good, sort of, kind of, sorta. I think this whole section could move one to the right. Okay, I just want to be able to see this enemy quick. Boom, 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 boom. All right, much better, much better. The thing with this spin is that it's resetting my pitch. It's not bringing me back to that action is just not Gucci. I think I can fix that. Like, my pitch is up, I want my pitch to come down like this. So you know, instead of this, spawner spawns, rect trap, please. Rect trap, round trap, width 40, apply, save. I think this support can just be a static EA, and this gunner can be a static EA as well. I think this should work. I'm feeling this now. I feel it coming. Sweet. Shall we upgrade this level to the registry? X specials. What is it called? XSP balcony. Add to pool, please, and add the mirror as well. This was happening automatically before. Now I have to define the mirrors. 0, 8, 0.1, XSB balcony 0.8, 0.1, save changes. Thank you. Git status. Sweet. Sweet. All right, it's 12. Should I make some breaky for myself? I'm in the mood to get this sorted out today. I think I want the final batch of levels that are gonna go in to accelerate mode latest by day after. And then we'll hack on some new features for a bit. Also have to write up all of the changes that I've made. We need an alibi for the console porting team. I have to explain why I have changed the underlying code. Like without this system, I would not be able to do what I'm doing right now. It's too crucial. It's too important. I could have thought about it before, but like I had to kind of like wrestle with that old system before this one kind of emerged. So it makes sense why I had to take those steps. I think the same thing kind of applies to the mechanics in the game also. Like I have to do the version that isn't, complete. You know what I'm trying to say? That's why we started this stream today. That's what I was thinking. It's like there's a inherent non-linearity to the way the ideas are coming from wherever they're coming from. It's just some work that I have to do to open those pipes, and clearly no part of that process is like following the waterfall model of like you just start here and get there. No, it's just have to make some loops and turns and some loop-de-loop kind of thingies to actually get there. Okay, you know what? I wanna make some brekkie, and then we will resume. All right, 1 hour mark. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. I'll see you in the next one. I might, yeah, I think I'll just stream again in a bit. Infinite bliss, fellow tamashika players.